creatures from urban legends.
Welcome to Crypto Fun Friday.
Number 9. El CUCUY. This one is essentially the equivalent of the boogeyman and is found in many Hispanic countries. The ghost monster is said to kidnap children and eat them. It might devour the child immediately and leave no trace, or it might decide to transport the child away to a place of no return. But it only does this to disobedient kids. The CUCUY stays on top of the roof on the lookout for a child's misbehavior and can assume the shape of any dark shadow while it watches. Did you know this urban legend is often compared to the devil? Number 8. The Snallygaster. It's said that in the 1730s, German immigrants in Frederick County, Maryland, claimed to encounter a bizarre beast that was half bird, half reptile, and had a metallic beak with razor-sharp teeth. In addition, it had octopus-like tentacles it used to capture people and carry them off. Apparently, the creature could fly as well. It was said that 7 pointed stars could keep the Snallygaster at bay, and those symbols can still be seen painted on local barns. In 1909, newspapers reported many accounts of residents encountering the beast, and the Smithsonian Institution even offered a reward for its hide. Did you know that President Theodore Roosevelt once considered hunting the beast himself? Number 7. The DWAYYO. It is said to be a hairy mammalian creature that appears to be half man, half wolf, and has mostly been sighted in West Middletown, Maryland. Because it has the stature of a human, it's often described as a werewolf. Stories of it and the Snallygaster having vicious battles date back hundreds of years, but no one seems to know quite what caused the differences. In the 1960s, local newspapers carried accounts of citizens encountering the beast. A license to hunt the DWAYYO was actually issued during that time. After a period where no sightings of the monster were received, it was assumed the DWAYYO had moved on to greener pastures. Number 6. Slenderman. He's described as a tall, unnaturally thin man who wears a plain black suit and has a face that is usually devoid of features. No one knows for sure if Slenderman is human, supernatural, or perhaps of alien origin. He seems to specialize in stalking and traumatizing people, children in particular. Well, he first surfaced in 2009 in the Something Awful internet forum as part of a Photoshop contest. Images of the character accompanied by snatches of cryptic text involving the abduction of children encouraged subsequent posters to expand on the character, and the Slenderman soon went viral, inspiring fan art, cosplay, and creepypasta stories. Some might argue whether Slenderman is a true urban legend, but it seems that while many people understand the character is fictional, they still accept the possibility that it might be real. Number 5. The CHAR-MAN. This urban legend is well known in California's Ojai Valley. It's said the vengeful spirit of a man burnt in a forest fire emerges from woods in the Camp Comfort County Park. His name is a reference to the appearance of his face and body, which is often described as extra crispy. While there are several variations of his origin, they all seem to start in 1948 with a wildfire that broke out in the park. Caught in the blaze were a father and his son. The father died, but the son survived. The story goes that when rescuers arrived, they found a shocking sight. The son had strung up his father and torn off his skin. The son seemingly disappeared into the woods. Well, if you want to hook up with the CHAR-MAN, it's said that driving your car onto a bridge in the park and getting out of the vehicle is enough to get his attention. Number 4. La Llorona. The Weeping Woman is a legendary ghost that has a prominent place in the folklore of Mexican culture. The urban legend recounts the story of Maria, a beautiful woman whose husband deserted her for a younger lover. Seeking revenge, Maria drowned her children in a river. Realizing what she had done, she drowned herself in the river as well. But she's refused admittance to the afterlife until she can find her kids. So Maria roams the earth for all eternity and is trapped between the spirit world and the living world, always searching for her drowned children. Her constant weeping inspired the name La Llorona, or Weeping Woman. In some versions of the legend, the weeping woman kidnaps and drowns children in the hopes they will take the place of her offspring. People have claimed she appears at night by bodies of water in Mexico, and it is claimed that those who hear her wailing are marked for death. Number 3. Charlie No-Face. Citizens of Coppell, Pennsylvania commonly reported seeing a terribly disfigured man wandering the dark streets late at night. He was referred to as Charlie No-Face. This urban legend is something of a rarity because it's real. Raymond Robinson was 8 years old in 1918 when he touched a power line and was electrocuted. Hideous facial injuries that never healed properly. He lost his eyes, nose, and an arm. The disfigurement forced him to spend most of his life staying indoors, so he only emerged at night, taking long walks when people were less likely to see him. Of course, many people did spot him, hence the urban legend. Robinson was also known as the Green Man. That was a reference to his skin discoloration. The electrocution caused his skin to appear almost glowing green due to an infection that did not heal properly. Number 2. The Bunny Man. Now, there is some basis in fact for this one. In the 1970s, there actually were reports of a man wearing such a costume in Fairfax County, Virginia, and he threatened people with an axe. But a more colorful version of the legend goes like this. In 1904, an inmate escaped an asylum prison in Clifton, Virginia. Soon after, locals started finding hundreds of skinned, half-eaten rabbit carcasses hanging from the trees in surrounding areas. Police searching the region later found the skinned remains of a man along the railroad tracks of a bridge overpass at Colchester Road. They later cornered the escaped inmate at the overpass, but he was hit by an oncoming train. Carcasses are said to be found suspended from the overpass each Halloween, and that Colchester Bridge overpass is also known as Bunny Man Bridge. Number 1. Goatman. This urban legend is said to be a half-human, half-animal creature that roams the back roads of Beltsville, Maryland, and attacks cars with an axe. The legends have been around for a while and gained further traction when Goatman was blamed for a dog's death in 1971. What is the origin of this bizarre creature? Well, we're told he was once a scientist who worked at a research center experimenting on goats until one experiment went awry. The former scientist found himself mutated into a goat-like creature, whereupon it appears he took up the axe and started terrorizing the back roads. Got any ideas for urban legends you'd like us to present in the future? Let us know in the comments.